We in the building. We here. We here. We in the building. It's cracking. What's good? How's everybody doing? How is everyone doing? You know? We got a great show for you guys tonight, man. I know I didn't go live last night, but I'm here now. I'm here now. Don't get scared now. Ja Rule nigga come to tear shit down. What? Y'all thought y'all was gonna eat forever and my dog wouldn't blast heat for cheddar? We better eat together or meet at the crossroads, because the Lord knows it's murder polo. When the cast is closed and the souls rise high, remember the good don't die unless they would I. That first Ja Rule joint was critical. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Press one. That first Ja Rule album was ridiculous. The first one, not the ones after they, yeah. Shout out. See in here. Great show for you guys today, man. Great show. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Into it. We're going to piss them off. Make them mad. That's all we trying to do. Make them mad. Make them mad. Make them cry. Make them cry.
Looked at him. I was like, what are you doing in my apartment? Like, why are you here?
Local college student returning to his apartment from a month away, greeted by complete strangers instead of the roommate he shared it with before. Maverick Krupe says he was totally blindsided last month when strangers suddenly moved in without any notice by his landlord.
KDK investigator Erica Stanish is looking into what the law says and how to protect yourself as a tenant.
It all comes down to the contract you sign. And unfortunately, in this case, despite a clause in Maverick's contract that appears to state any new roommates replacing a prior tenant would need approval in writing beforehand and a new lease between both parties. After talking to several local attorneys, they say what happened here was enforceable by the landlord, despite Maverick having no notice prior to walking in the door.
I opened the door, I walked in, and everything in the kitchen that was there, that I had there, was no longer there. And there was new pots, there was new pans, there was a candle.
Not only walking into what appeared to be the wrong apartment, Maverick Krupe says he found two naked strangers inside his Skyview apartment in Oakland last month.
And this lady, she was probably like 35, 40, just naked, walks out, looks at me, and starts screaming.
Krupe says he was given no notice that his former roommate apparently sublet his room, and says after reviewing his contract, he believed it was in total violation of his rights as a tenant.
If you're going to rely on the contract to have me pay you rent every month and utility.
This Monday, a 42-year-old woman is dead. Her boyfriend in jail accused of murder following a deadly shooting over the weekend. This on the city's northwest side. Court records show the suspect recently got out of jail.
Fox 59's Jesse Wells explains what led to the quick arrest and how this case can serve as a warning. According to court records, when police arrived here at this business, the murder suspect put his hands up and surrendered. The suspect insisted he acted in self-defense, but police claim video cameras told a different story. Either way, the violence reflects a deadly trend this year in which nearly 1 out of every 4 homicides has involved a female victim. An argument. The violence reflects a deadly trend this year in which nearly 1 out of every 4 homicides has involved a female victim. The violence reflects a deadly trend this year in which nearly 1 out of every 4 homicides has involved a female victim.
Sisters getting their heads blown off, 90 going north, and all they worried about is Hulk Hogan. Something Hulk Hogan said 10 years ago. Press 1. That's what y'all get for supporting that McDonald's worker who killed her manager. Sisters been assholes a lot lately, man. Sisters supported. Sisters was complaining about, crying that the news had the audacity to cover 26 little girls that got swept away in a flash flood. Sisters was mad that the news had the audacity to cover 26 little girls that got swept away and killed in a flash flood. And sisters were whining that the news was covering it because the little girls were white. Openly, face on camera, not with a mask, not just with like an avatar, with their face on camera, complaining that the news covered a story of 26 white girls in the middle of the night, sleep in their beds at a camp, swept away in a flash flood. They supported the McDonald's worker who stabbed her manager to death because she got sent home early. Now they're whining about Hulk Hogan on the day he died, celebrating his death because of something that he said 10 years ago, which they say every day. If you can't wear your comb, don't bring her home. Who's heard to say if you can't use your comb, don't bring her home? Who's seen him complaining about the NFL draft? All the players with white girls openly complaining about the NFL and NBA draft. Why they got a white girl? Why he got a white girl? Why he got a white girl? But now they're celebrating Hulk Hogan's death because he said he didn't want his fucking daughter to date some goddamn black person. Oh, yeah. Listen. I ain't going to play with you, man. I ain't trying to be in the middle of the road. I ain't trying to see it both ways. If it's both ways, it's going to be apparent. You ain't got to look for both ways. Both ways going to be apparent. If it's both ways, then it's just going to be apparent. Black Columbo checking in today, man. Black Columbo's checking in today, man. I'm on the case, man. Salute to Louis Barrow. He says, going to build a time machine, go back to the year 2000 and tell a young Ock he got to leave the premises. Yo, salute, man. That's a great tweet right there, man. Salute to you for that, man. That's a great message right there. Great message. You just don't know how great that is, man. We're gonna
way the violence reflects a deadly trend this year in which nearly 1 out of every 4 homicides has involved a female victim.
An argument over a broken car key cost 42-year-old Sabrina Harbert her life early Saturday. Over a broken car key cost 42-year-old Sabrina Harbert her life early. Argument over a broken car key cost 42-year-old Sabrina Harbert her life. Argument over a broken car key cost 42-year-old Sabrina Harbert her life early Saturday morning on the sidewalk outside a liquor store along Georgetown Road. Police claim 25-year-old Maurice Howard admitted he shot his girlfriend at least 15 times. Video cameras here at Jack's liquor store showed the pair pushing and yelling at each other. During that fight, the victim ripped her boyfriend's shirt, then turned and started to walk away. That's when Howard allegedly shot her in the back, then continued to shoot her on the ground until his gun ran out of bullets.
You can be killed from domestic violence as a woman. You know, when someone snaps, they don't see gender.
Daniette Smith with Indy Champions says domestic-related homicides have been on the rise so far this year. In fact, while overall homicides have come down significantly in 2025, the number of female homicide victims on the same date has remained nearly the same. That
So they've been able to fix the homicide rate a little bit. But you sisters, though, and this is just the northwest side. This is not the whole city. This is just the northwest side. Yo, think about it, man. Hulk Hogan don't want to live around black people. But who would want to live around black? These numbers are insane. This is just the northwest side of the city. Listen, if this didn't have no niggas, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. If this state didn't have no niggas, this would be the homicide rate for the whole state. Press 1. Make sure y'all support the channel. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. If this state didn't have no niggas, this would be the homicide rate for the entire fucking state, not just the northwest side of a city. But at least, hey, listen, but hey, it's coming down a little bit. It's coming down. You know, the from 2022 is 20. It's steadily coming down. They steadily working on their homicide rate. But the women, it's steady. Women talk too damn much. I hate to say it, man. Women talk too damn much. Women talk too much. Women fucking talk too much. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Women talk too fucking much. They keep shit going. They got attitudes. And they always want to fight. Women always want to fight in relationships. Once a woman gets in a relationship, she just found somebody to fight with. That's all a woman get in a relationship with, is to have somebody to fight with.
means women represent a much higher percentage of homicides compared to recent years.
There is no rule of children, women, and elders are free from abuse. In today's society,
no, not in black society. In black society. Black society.
No rule of children, women, and elders are free from abuse. In today's society, they are killing women.
Court records show
everybody kills women, everybody kills children. It's the volume at which blacks do it. And no one kills elders, even close. But this whole thing that black on black crime doesn't exist, it's just, you just kill who you live near. No, motherfucker. Black people, the volume the literal volume of bodies that drop in black areas. I don't blame Hulk Hogan. I don't want to live around you niggas either. I don't want to live around you niggas either. And neither do any rich nigga. There's not one nigga that's famous that lives around niggas. Think about that. You can't name one famous nigga. One nigga of means. Okay? You can't name one nigga of means that lives around niggas. Not one. Think about that. You can't name one nigga with means. That shit is crazy.
Just 3 days before the murder, Howard was released from jail for cruelty to an animal. Asked why he shot his girlfriend, the accused killer allegedly told police, because she kept putting her hands on me.
As a woman, you are not immune to being killed from domestic violence. If there are warning signs, reach out for help. There are advocates that are available 24 hours a day.
Finally, the murder suspect is now being held without bond, pending the filing of formal charges by the prosecutor's office. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News.
The series of unprovoked attacks on homeless people around Philadelphia's convention center. Police now have a man in custody after a lengthy investigation.
Yeah, some of these vicious attacks were caught on videos that were then posted on social media. It's those videos that help detectives identify and catch the suspect, apparently at his mother's home. Action News reporter Jessica Cartalia now live at police headquarters this afternoon with the details. Jessica.
Well, Brian and Sarah, really difficult to watch. It's hard to fathom that someone would do something like this. This all happened back on the 4th of July.
Video circulating on social media shows a man targeting people sleeping on the street. He picks up bottles and backpacks and throws it at people who are homeless near the Philadelphia Convention Center. The video has been viewed thousands of times and helped police track down the suspect, identified as 27-year-old Naeem Morgan.
I have never seen anything like that in my life here. It's just really depressing. It's very hurtful for us.
Barry Martin is the program director at St. John's Hospice on Ray Street. The organization works to find housing and shelter for unhoused people.
Where is our humanity? Where is the heart that we are supposed to carry with us when we walk around this city?
St. John's has a soup kitchen and feeds 300 men, women, and children daily. Martin says he recently met with city officials in an effort to find a solution to help the growing number of people sleeping in the tunnels near the convention center. A shelter resident who asked that we not show his face found the video incredibly disturbing.
Let's hope they catch him and get him off the street, you know? Let him go sit somewhere and think about it.
Police arrested Morgan at a home in North Philadelphia. He faces charges relating to simple assault and harassment.
You don't do that because you don't.
Think about this. This nigga going around attacking homeless people, but he lived with his mama. I want you to think about that. He's attacking homeless people, but he lives with his mama. So basically, he a grown-ass man in his 30s. He lives with his mama, but he's attacking homeless people. Niggas have the worst self-awareness on the planet. Press 1. No one has worse self-awareness than a nigga.
Attacks on homeless people around Philadelphia's convention center. Police now have a man in custody after a lengthy investigation.
Yeah, some of these vicious attacks were caught on videos that were then posted on social media. It's those videos that help detectives identify and catch the suspect, apparently at his mother's home. Action News reporter Jessica Cartalia.
This nigga. Listen, I don't like seeing homeless people sleeping on the fucking street. You know, it degrades the city. It's a blight on the city. It fucks up the whole city's curb appeal. But nigga, you live with your mama. Nigga, you live with your mama. You you live with your mama, my nigga. You live with your mama. You should be homeless, but your mama saved you. But you should be homeless. Niggas have no self-awareness whatsoever.
This McDonald's staff called the cops on customers over an argument, then beat them up before the police arrived.
Tell me what occurred today. What happened?
In the window. Only me and him. Me and him got both on the headset. So when they came to the thing, they was like, "Oh, you didn't take my order." I said, "Yeah, I know I didn't take your order. It was busy. It's only me and him. I got other cars and other fools." So I'm like, "Can you go?" I'm like, "Can you go back around?" She was like, "No, I'm not going back around." The man in the front seat, he wasn't saying anything. It was two ladies. It was one in the passenger seat and it was one in the back seat. Mm-hmm. The lady in the passenger seat, she says, "No, we're not going around." I said, "Well, then I can't put your order in right here because I have other car and I have other food. I didn't want their food to go cold." So she was like, "Well," I said, "Okay, well, I'm going to call the police." I called the police the first time. They was like, "Okay," that they was going to send somebody out. So I went outside to give the people, and I think the second car behind them had a...
Whoa, shit, why'd you leave the store? Sisters be confrontational. You could have sent someone else out. Listen, man, you ain't need to go outside. If you know you got some angry niggas out there, you don't need to just find a reason to go outside, man. You stay your ass in the store till the police get there.
"I can't put your order in right here because I have other car and I have other food. I didn't want their food to go cold." So she was like, "Well," I said, "Okay, well, I'm going to call the police." Called the police the first time. They was like, "Okay," that they was going to send somebody out. So I went outside to give the people, and I think the second car behind them had a caramel frappe. So I asked him, "Did he have credit cash?" I had him go to the window to try to pay them out. I have to squeeze through right there. So when I'm squeezing through right there, both of them like this in my face, sticking the middle finger, just with her tongue out. I'm like, okay. So next thing you know, I see this all in my face. So I'm like, and I just moved her phone out of her hand. She got her phone all in my face. And I'm trying to walk past. I'm this little, the door right here. When I'm walking past, she about to hit me. He about to hit me. No, matter of fact, she was about to hit the door. He was out of the car. And that's when the other girl came around from the passenger seat with the other girl and tried to walk up on me. You think I'm gonna both let them hit me? No. I was trying to be the bigger person. But it's every week it's something. Right. Somebody always come here harass me every week. And I just got...
Yeah, because you working the McDonald's around niggas. You working the McDonald's around niggas. Niggas always got a problem.
I'm proud of it. Yes.
Let me switch that. Because I live in a white town. White people always have a problem. Niggas always have a problem. Hispanics always got a problem. The way niggas deal with the problem is different. Press 1. Because yes, there's always problems with people. The way niggas deal with the problems, the levels they'll take a small problem to. The inability to solve the problem in any way, shape, or form. The inability to recognize their role in the problem.
Do you have your ID with you?
I don't have my purse.
Okay.
I think I have a picture of my ID. I don't.
You have your picture?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get your name real quick?
EMM.
EMM.
NIE.
ONIE.
Last name King.
61 King. Do you have a middle name?
Yeah, LaShawn.
Or date of birth?
January 29, 2005.
Damn. Young as shit.
You can come in. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. They just asked me to come see.
This is what a lot. This is a stereotypical McDonald's manager, man. Listen, when you work fast food, I worked at KFC. I gained 20 pounds over summer, and I was young then. I mean, I was very young and fit. I was like 170 pounds. I gained 20 pounds over the summer working at KFC when I was in college. So listen, I know how it is working at fast food restaurant. She's sitting in that back office eating nuggets all day.
How you doing? Yeah, I have no idea what happened. They just asked me to come see if you got the video for you.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like I guess they were arguing through the window. And she went outside to see like who was the car behind them, and they were still arguing. And she approached the car. So she's like this all in the window, my manager.
Oh.
And then they opened their door because they were recording her. So she went to snatch their phone because they were recording her. Like again, why would you even go outside? You know that you just.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I asked too, Miss Manager Lady. If you got some angry niggas out there, you've called the police. You're in the safety of McDonald's. They're outside in the drive-thru, mad as hell. Why the fuck would you end up outside next to their car for any fucking reason?
She violated the security policy here. Like, obviously she lost her job, but like, why would you even put yourself in that situation?
And she got fired. So thank God the police here so she won't stab the manager to death. The black girl who we just saw talking, she got fired because she violated the security procedure by leaving the restaurant. If you'd like to come up, we got Wicked in the building, man. What's cracking, Wicked?
Yo, what up, Chief?
What's good?
Early show today or what?
Yeah, man.
What's the occasion?
I mean, I did one the other day. I mean, just got the time, man. I mean, I made a couple Kate Clark videos, and usually I'd be doing that right now, but I'm here.
I gotta tell you, I've been watching them on Ike Nation TV, and you did put me onto the Stubbuds. They are funny. I can't even lie.
Yeah. They're the only two black women I rock with right now.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see them be personable. The way you put it was right. They're not talking about misogyny, racism. They weren't taking themselves too serious.
Nope. And which means that they're probably going to start doing that because people are going to be like, man, you ain't speaking out about this and you ain't speaking out about that. And they probably going to be like, and then they're going to be the people that, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I hope not, because again, in the other video, you made a good point about Barstool and how, why would they fuck up their own your dig? Get your money, man. Be you. You don't have to worry about these people.
Yeah.
Did I hear them show love to Cece? They kind of show love, right?
They always do that, yeah.
But isn't that? I thought that was a no-no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but as their popularity rises, there's gonna be more pressure on them to be like the other girls, because the other girls gonna they were just anonymous, but now the other girls like, oh, you stuck your head out the hole. Hey, you need to start criticizing CC and talking about fucking xenophobia all day.
Yeah. Because the video of them with the bouncer and the one with the DJ, hilarious.
Right. Any other WNBA player would have cried racism and homophobia and all that shit.
Right. We would have all had to sit at the table because the DJ didn't want to play rap.
Yep.
So many people do crazy stuff, especially if you approach them. She could have had an even more serious problem.
Yeah. I don't know.
So just unfortunate.
I see it's unfortunate on both sides.
Yeah, it's just the whole situation.
Yeah.
She's 19, so I'm like, great. Now you have a record if you're 19. Over what? Something so stupid. All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good day, okay?
Hello. Okay. I'm gonna have you guys fill out some papers. Okay. When she
Oh,
reached in the
wow.
car, did she take the phone?
Wow, she's fighting some white girl. I was not expecting this, Wicked. I was not expecting this. I have to apologize, man. It was some white people she was fighting. Wow. She was fighting some fucking whites. That blows my mind. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, we only heard her version of the story, but that's probably why she went outside. She probably wouldn't have went outside if it was. She probably was like, "Oh man, let me go out here. These white people, they ain't about shit. They ain't gonna do nothing."
So she actually grabbed the phone.
Yes.
And I saw the video. I'm asking, I have to ask. So she reached in the car, she grabs the phone. When she grabbed the phone, she had possession of it, or you and her had possession of it? What happened? Where's your phone? Grab that phone. Grab it. Okay. So say you have the phone. Did she take it? Or did you have it and she had it like this?
No, you don't expect it.
She took it.
You don't expect
Okay.
Oh, they're foreigner.
All right, you guys. That's Grand Theft Auto. That's what that is.
So again, what did she say?
So she said she was attending customers. They pulled up.
Wow, I don't want to get into this, but I really want to get into what we came here to do today.
You know what?
Well, we have an
YouTube didn't
update
tell
to a
me you were
shooting
online,
that
right?
left an 11-year-old
Think about
boy.
that. Think about that. YouTube didn't tell me you were on, and I'm on here all the time, right? The only reason I found out you were on is on Twitter. I saw that you were on, right? Lately, that's how I know you're on. I think about that.
Everybody, make sure you sign up for my Twitter. Link in the description box, man. Sign up for Twitter, man. Find me on Twitter. That's a good thing. And make sure you support the channel. Hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Support the channel. Yeah, because if they're not sending the notifications on YouTube,
right? And that's like, again, to me, who again I'm watching this show in particular regularly. So someone that's not watching it as much as I am, could you imagine?
Yeah, exactly. No doubt. No doubt. I'm in your algorithm. If I'm not, it's a lot of people who I'm not in their algorithm. Yeah.
Well, we have an update to a shooting that left an 11-year-old boy critically injured. This man is in police custody, accused of playing a part in the shooting in Cahokia Heights. Jeremiah Johnson faces multiple charges, and police say more charges are expected. Investigators say it started with an argument Monday night that escalated into gunfire. They say the boy was simply caught in that crossfire.
Where's this at?
Oh, let's looking ass nigga,
man. Where's this at?
Metro East.
That DC or something?
No, this is St. Louis.
Oh, damn. He look like he feels bad about it though in this mugshot. He has the look of like, what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
Guilty as hell. He guilty conscience, right? He feels bad. Man, he gonna sleep like a baby.
During the exchange of gunfire, the victim was leaving a friend's house, completely uninvolved in the disturbance, and he was on his bicycle. As he attempted to ride away, he was struck by gunfire.
And we can tell you this afternoon, the young victim remains in critical condition.
Yes, Lauren, that's exactly right. Behind me here, you could actually see at least 5 police cars. There are police kind of surrounding a home in this area here. There's been investigators going back and forth from this crime scene to the crime scene on the other side of the home. Now, again, we know this shooting all started as a home invasion. Police say they responded to report. of a home break-in a little after 3 a.m. on East Maddox Avenue near 287. The homeowner told police several men broke into his house wearing ski masks and carrying guns. Now, police say the victim shot at men to defend himself, and the suspects returned fire. Neighbors in this area witnessed the entire situation unfold.
We heard all the shooting, boom, 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 boom. The guy ran, come out of the vacant auto there.
The homeowner jumped through a window and called 911, and the suspects, police say, ran off. Now, when police arrived on scene, just a block away on Myrtle Street, there was a report of someone who was shot. Authorities say one of the break-in suspects called 911 after being shot, they believe, by the homeowner. That suspect is in critical condition at the hospital. Police believe there are actually two other suspects on the loose involved in that home break-in. The homeowner has some injuries from getting cut on glass when he escaped through his window. Again, those are non-life-threatening injuries, though this is a developing situation. We will update you when we learn more information here. Back to you. Right now.
So that's beautiful, man, right? The homeowner shot them motherfuckers. Salute. Beautiful.
Yeah, smash on Peyton, by the way.
The courts do have a subpoena for student records. Now, the courts want a list of all the students who were at the school event that turned deadly. The courts are asking for names, birthdays, addresses, and contact information of parents for students who were at the April meet. Now, just a month ago, a Collin County grand jury indicted 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony. He's accused of stabbing and killing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf during the district track meet. He's being charged with first-degree murder. The crime has gained national attention, leading to harmful rumors, spread, and security concerns for both families. Student information is protected under the Federal Education Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA. In this case, a court order takes precedent, though. Now, in a statement, the school district says they have no legal right to object to the subpoena. If a parent or a student does not want their records released, they will have to use their own representation by Tuesday, July 29th, in order to stop it. Now, they just got notification of this court order yesterday. Reporting live in McKinney, I'm Peyton May for Good Day.
All right, Peyton, thanks. An Arlington, Texas man is facing charges after being arrested in Michigan for possible human trafficking. Police say there were several red flags that captured the attention of investigators on this case. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager has more from police. Peyton?
Smash on Peyton again.
Which Peyton you taking, man?
Man, I think, that's a tough one, man. I think this one.
Yeah, I'm going with this Peyton, man. The other one's cool, though, but, I'm going to have to take this one.
Stephen, Heather, officers in Michigan initially responded to a domestic call. They spoke with the victim. That victim started disclosing key information about a human trafficking ring connected to right here in North Texas. Video shows 33-year-old Randolph Lewis of Arlington purposely hurting himself in a jail cell after police in Michigan arrested him. Lewis now accused of running a cross-country human trafficking ring. Investigators revealed Thursday Lewis is connected to at least 10 victims.
Some as young as 17 years old were coerced, threatened, and manipulated into a life of sex trafficking.
Police in the city of Southfield, a suburb of Detroit, were dispatched to a hotel on a report of destruction of property early Monday morning. A 21-year-old Louisiana woman said Lewis broke her windshield because she brought him the wrong food.
So you've known him for a year? You've been doing this for a year?
Officers started asking more questions. The woman eventually disclosed Lewis had rented out multiple hotel rooms, and she didn't even know she was in Michigan. The woman said she and other women were forced to have sex with Lewis and other men in several states, including Texas.
The two met in Louisiana. The two would travel back and forth between Louisiana and Dallas twice per month.
Inside the Michigan hotel rooms, sex toys and condoms. Detectives learned Lewis's victims were advertised on sex websites. Body camera footage shows the moment Lewis was arrested in the hotel lobby.
What's the problem? What's your name? Huh? What's your name? Randy, what's the problem?
Public
nigga got on a bonnet.
Right.
He got on a bonnet.
Yo, one thing the brothers are good for, Ike, is pimping. They some pimps, man.
Yeah.
That's why we talked about it. That's why on like the bag pages, they wouldn't want Sunman clients.
Hell no. Salute to my man Douglas Chunks, man. Douglas Chunks getting the ball rolling, man. Shout out to Douglas Chunks. Go ahead.
Yeah, because the Sunman, they said, were either cheap or they would try to pimp them.
Yeah, Sunman always trying to pimp a hoe, always trying to knock. They call that knocking a hoe. When she already like got a pimp, because you disguise yourself as a John, or a trick, and then you come down there and then you try to knock the hoe, and the bitch is like, yo, I thought you wanted a blowjob, I thought you wanted some ass, and then it's like, but one thing when I was delving into that a little bit, and we was on Craigslist and whatnot, the broad they had their own Craigslist accounts, they came with their own Craigslist accounts. All I had to do was provide the space and the, a little bit of protection or whatever. But they listen. The main thing they didn't like black dudes for, at least the ones that I was dealing with, was because they said that they would always bargain over the price. Like it's $150 back in the 2000s when Craigslist first started. It was $150. Okay, that's it. You want the girlfriend experience. You want the ass in the head. Boom, boom, out the door. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to lay up and fucking cuddle and shit, that's gonna be extra. But if just to come in, take your clothes off, get to work, bust your nut, and get out, that's $150, right? Niggas do it. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Well, so let me give you this $70. They fucked the game up. They fucked everything up.
Or one thing I heard was that the Sunman thing, they could like the dick alone was enough to add for free.
Some of them is like that too, but I really just heard just bargaining, like trying to bargain with you, you know what I'm saying? Trying to call, literally getting on the website or on the phone and agreeing to the price.
Right.
And then getting ass or getting in and just finagling and trying to
Yo, you ever seen the movie The Man with Goldie?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
that was a good movie.
A long time ago.
Yeah, that was a good movie though. Yo, do the brothers? Is it typical for them to wear bonnets?
No, I haven't seen that.
Huh? What's your name? Randy, what's the problem?
Public records do show Lewis had an address at a home in South Arlington. We checked in with local agencies. He was arrested in Dallas County in 2024 for an outstanding warrant for drug charges, and also in Tarrant County in 2023.
And as for this ongoing human trafficking case, a victim did come forward to police in Louisiana prior to Lewis's trip to Michigan. That is ultimately why he fled the state of Louisiana. So charges are expected in Louisiana as well. It's unclear if any victims here in Texas have come forward to law enforcement agencies here in Texas. Police in Michigan are still working to get in contact with those other victims. Steve?
All right. Peyton Yeager reporting tonight. Peyton, thank you. State troopers are searching for the man who left the scene of a deadly crash last month in Kaufman.
I get the impression that Payne looks good naked. Respectfully.
Hopefully.
County and the family of the victim.
Steve?
All right. Peyton Yeager reporting tonight. Peyton, thank you. State troopers are searching for the man who left the scene of a deadly crash last month in Kaufman County, and the family of the victim, an 18-year-old named Brendan Ivy, is pleading for the public's help.
So the man police are looking for has disappeared. So is his family. They're from Kaufman County, but police are hoping that somebody knows where he is. Fox 4's Sean Rabb live now with the story. Sean.
And, his disappearance is simply salt in the wounds for the Ivy family. Brendan was on his way home from a Terrell restaurant when he collided with this work truck that ran a stop sign and blew through an intersection. And the man police are looking for who caused that accident.
Work truck. We off the hook. We are off the hook.
Yeah, that's burrito right there.
He jumped out, took off on foot, and has not been seen since.
He was full of life. He made everybody laugh. He played drums. He loved his motorcycle.
Through her pain, Shanna Ivy paints a picture of her son, Brendan, the 18-year-old, on the motorcycle he loved, killed by the driver of a work truck that plowed through the intersection of FM 429 and County Road 346 in Kaufman County a little after 11 p.m. June 13th.
He blew through a stop sign. He slid through the stop sign, and basically my son was coming this way on 429, and he slid right in front of him.
Because of an app that tracks locations, Tad and Shanna knew something was wrong and knew exactly where to go, getting to the scene where their Brendan lost his life.
He still had his helmet on. He still had all his gear on, his gloves. I held his hand through that.
We got to hold him one more time.
It's
before he left.
It's tough, but there was nothing they could do for him at all. He was gone instantly.
This man, Victor Eduardo Mendoza Mondragon, is
Damn. Once again, dude, this is the greatest show on the fucking YouTube, man. I mean, look, and let's be real, let's be honest, right? We knew it was an umbrito, right? But say it wasn't. Say it was a glider, right? That doesn't negate the fact that umbritos do this.
This is what they do, yeah. This is y'all shooting up the y'all black, like this is y'all gun. Blacks are gun violence, y'all are car violence.
Driving in a work truck violence.
Yeah. Y'all are car violence, man.
I mean, look, anyone listening, right, that's new to the channel, if you ever hear a story of a work truck or a truck with tools in the back, with a drunk driver, it's probably an umbrito, or it is an umbrito.
Jesus Christ, man.
Is the man law enforcement says was driving that work truck that had alcoholic beverages inside, some containers empty. He left the scene on foot before police arrived, leaving his 22-year-old passenger.
The night Brendan died, the night my son's heart stopped beating, part of me died too. And I can't ever get that back. And our whole family's been affected.
Brendan, the youngest of the children.
I can't walk into his room anymore and mess with him or do any of that. I mean, we fought like cats and dogs, but I love the kid to death. And I would gladly trade places with him right now.
Ivy family attorney Jeffrey Shore says the man police are looking for, Victor Eduardo Mendoza Mondragon, lost his 18-year-old son in an electrocution accident.
For him to then cause a crash that kills somebody else's son after he knows what it's like to lose a son, and then to leave Brendan there is just, I mean, I don't know what kind of person does this.
The family knows someone does know him and hope they...
A person with a bunch of empty liquor bottles in their car.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
You know the thing about these incidents though, with the umbritos, right? The question isn't if it's an umbrito, right? The question is if he's illegal. Because look, we know he doesn't have a license. We know he doesn't have insurance, right? But is he legal? Is the question.
Yeah. That's the only question, man. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is what y'all do.
Will help find the man, law enforcement says, caused their son's death.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
He had the right of way, and he was just coming home.
Absolutely. He was.
My baby didn't do anything wrong.
Kaufman County Crime Stoppers offering a reward for any information on where this man Mondragon might be. Such a sad story tonight.
It is, Sean. Very sad. Thank you for reporting on it and interviewing his parents too. Thanks, Sean. Brad.
Man, I'm never not amazed. You know?
Breaking tonight.
I'm never not amazed at the consistencies, bro, across the board. They're consistent as fuck.
Oh, you about to look at this? Do you see the title? Suspect in 93-year-old's murder caught.
Oh yeah, it's a son man. It's crazy, dude. And again, I say it's not a son man. That does not negate the fact that son men do this. But we know it's a son man.
It's a son man. It's a son man. The older now, if she was listen, the younger they get, the less chances it is a son man. If once thing you start getting in the 70s, in the 80s, it's like 100% chances.
I think once it falls under elderly, it was a son man.
Yeah.
Breaking tonight, more than a year after 93-year-old Geraldine Harris was shot and killed inside of her Memphis home, the suspect is in custody. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the news at 6.
There'll be no fucking outrage from the black community. You see the blacks online whining about like Hulk Hogan, some shit he said 10 years ago.
Right.
Whining about that fucking dumbass that got fucking that we're gonna talk about in a few minutes that got punched by that cop. There'll be literally, when I say none, there'll be literally no other YouTuber will cover this story but me. Yeah, and I'm only covering it like as part of a bigger thing.
Right. The most they'll say about it in passing is defending him, like indirectly by saying something like criminals are criminals or people are going to commit crime. Like shut up.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. We got to get these kids something to do, man. These kids ain't got nothing to do, man. That's the problem.
Was shot and killed inside of her Memphis home. The suspect is in custody. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. His capture comes less than 12 hours after your news leader spoke with her family. Her son voicing their frustration with police for not arresting Darian Taylor despite the warrant out for his arrest. WRG's Harrison Klopp joins us now live. And Harrison, I know you caught up with Geraldine's son. We know he's still grieving the loss, but how is he feeling about the arrest?
Greg, Stephanie, good evening. Ron Harris is happy to see the suspect off the street, but he thinks the city of Memphis still has a lot of work to do.
I was relieved. I was very relieved. My sister-in-law called me. My sister-in-law, who was actually shot and wounded, Memphis school teacher, called me and told me that he had been arrested. So we were very pleased that that happened.
Ron Harris describing emotions he felt this morning after learning his mother's killer, Darian Taylor, was arrested this morning.
We don't feel justice yet.
They trying to cover his fucking face. Look at that nigga, man.
Yeah.
93-year-old woman.
I mean, that has to be studied, man. There needs to be a study on why, and we know why here, right? But we need to quantify it. We need to, how does the son man, why do they attack the elderly so consistently? You know?
Because they're weak. I told you that it's the predatory nature.
Yeah, no, we know that here.
Predator, you look for weaknesses.
Yeah, they can't help but prey on the weak.
I mean, they can sense it. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's instinct.
Yeah.
Like,
and that applies to everybody, not just the elderly. Like if you're a man and they sense weakness, it's your ass.
Oh yeah, it's your ass. That's your ass.
Arrested this morning.
We don't feel justice yet. We don't feel justice until this case runs its course. And unfortunately for this kid, he's got to be taken off the street. And I want him taken off the street.
He said, unfortunately for this kid. Wow.
Right, but meanwhile, you got some people talking all this shit about Hulk Hogan.
He probably talking shit about Hulk Hogan. This shit happened a while ago. They just arrested the guy. He probably like been tweeting about Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is, But unfortunately for this kid, he has to be taken off the streets. Wow. And he shot another woman in the home invasion, but she survived.
Wow.
These niggas are racist to the core.
Yeah, to their own detriment.
This case runs its course. And unfortunately for this kid, he's got to be taken off the street. And I want him taken off the street. He is a danger.
Harris says he would like the city of Memphis to step up and fix systematic problems happening with juvenile crime. Darian Taylor was just 17 years old when he allegedly killed Geraldine in a shooting that also left two of Harris's other family members critically injured.
And at some point, Darian Taylor is going to get out of prison.
Damn, you already like. What if he know? What if he don't get out of prison?
Right.
Like, what if he get a life sentence? What if he get double life? What if he get life
probably would
plus
be
40?
against it. He'd probably be against it.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That from what he's saying, from his rhetoric and the things that are coming out of his mind.
Yeah,
he probably would.
He probably thinks that the kid, could change.
Exactly. He probably thinks that, what I'm saying, he don't want to ruin the kid's life at this young age over a mistake. He probably calls this shit a mistake. Breaking into somebody's house with a gun. It's a mistake.
Right.
Oops.
I would love, yeah, my bad. That one's on me, y'all. I would love to see that little punk and this man sit in the same room and just have a discussion, talk about life,
Yeah.
And if this brother here doesn't get that this kid is hopeless, then this brother is also hopeless.
Exactly.
If he gets a long prison sentence, he is going to get out. And then what are we going to have? And I don't want to see another family go through what my family's going through.
And WREG's Brian Didlake will have more tonight on Taylor's surprising criminal history. From downtown Memphis, I'm Harrison Cloud for your news leader, WREG News.
They said his surprising criminal history, as if we would be surprised about his criminal history. People are nuts, man.
And again, like you said before, Blackistan prints them out. Kids like him, they're printed in the stand.
It's so many kids like him that, like, if you not from Blackistan, and Wiki, you went to school with us, but you from the barrio, right? You're from the barrio, right?
Yeah, I went to exactly.
Yeah. You're from the barrio, but you went to school with us, so you
50-50. It was like 50-50.
But like in school, like it ain't a whole lot of black nerds in the fucking school, man.
You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of how we always said. The Suns to me were NPCs, so it's like they were there, and I noticed their ignorance. But other than the moments of ignorance, they might as well have not been there. You know what I'm saying?
Because you were in the Latino culture.
Yeah, I was trying to survive the Latino Dombritos.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I definitely feel you on that one. Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. 1000%. I've been there.
Shout out to brother Officer Tatum. Now, I hate to do this to him. I hate to make this video, but Officer Tatum is a boot-licking moron, apparently.
Next, Tatum thinks that the officers used a proportionate amount of force for the situation because he's a boot-licking moron.
If you don't know what you're talking about, don't make a video about Brandon Tatum. That's it. Put your biases aside. Put your anti-police rhetoric aside. Do some research before you decide to make a video calling me a bootlicker and all kind of.
Think about it. This white guy, I saw this video too. I saw the original video of the white guy calling Brandon Tatum a bootlicker. Regardless of why the white guy is calling him the bootlicker, regardless of how woke the white guy is, he's still calling a black person a bootlicker. And shouldn't black people be upset with that? Even though he's calling Uncle Tom, like Brandon Tatum, a bootlicker. Shouldn't you black people be upset that a white person is calling a black person a bootlicker? Just for the precedent. You know what I mean? Because you don't. It would be like if this white guy was like, "Yeah, I'm woke. I'm with the black people on this topic." That nigger Brandon Tatum is stupid for believing that black guy should have complied. So as a black person, it's okay because he's talking about Brandon Tatum because he's woke. Or black people are very confusing, man. Very, very confusing because I know that they don't have a problem with this. I know they don't because of who it is. Because we've seen it so many times with Candace Owens and other people. When people call them, white people call them the vilest things, black people say, no lie detected. There was no lie detected. Stupid shit like that, right?
Yeah. Other stuff when you have no idea what you're talking about according to the law. You have no idea what you're talking about according to police interactions. You have no idea what you're talking about according to what you claimed that I said and the positions that you said I took and didn't take.
All right, guys, we are heating up. We are talking today about two heavyweights going at it. We have the Officer Tatum. Y'all know him, a huge Goliath in the space. He has over 3 million subscribers, a big dog. But then you have another YouTuber, a man named Lackluster. He also has over 1 million subscribers. Lackluster has called Officer Tatum out over this whole JSO officer viral video. Lackluster calls Officer Tatum a moron, calls him a bootlicker. Now Officer Tatum has responded back. What I'm going to do is review this video, and I'm going to look at one thing specifically. I'll be honest with you, they talk about a lot of different issues, and if I tried to cover them all, I'd be here all day. So I'm only going to cover one. Maybe in future videos, I'll pick up some more issues and I'll decide who is right and wrong. Again, I am the lead attorney, practiced law down here in Atlanta over 20 years. I've handled countless criminal cases, so I've got a perspective on this. Now, Lackluster and Officer Tatum are arguing back and forth about numerous issues, but I'm only going to pick up one today. Today, we are only going to talk about the rain issue. Was the officer correct in pulling over the driver because he didn't have his headlights on?
Is there a reason that you're pulling me over? Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on.
Now, it needs to be said that the officer had a couple of more reasons why he pulled the driver over. But we are just going to focus on the headlight issue and the rain issue. Was the driver required to have his
hold on? If it was 2 more reasons he pulled the car over, then it doesn't matter. If all right, that's it's kind of like all right, well, if you want to throw this one out, throw that out, throw that charge out. We still got 2 reasons why he was pulled over. And then once he got pulled over, he didn't have a license or registration, and he had weed in the car, and he resisted. So I mean, but this is what they got to do to, fine.
Headlights on because of the rain. Officer Tatum and Lackluster can't agree on this point, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of you can't agree either. I did a video on this recently.
Salute to Raul Rodriguez. Shout out to you, Raul Rodriguez. Salute to
Raul
85. He says, bring back Hulkamania. Love the day shift. Yeah, Hulkamania. This is a day of mourning. We're mourning the death of Hulk Hogan, man. A great American hero.
You know, I wasn't a huge Hogan guy. I was a Macho Man guy. Remember Randy Savage?
Yeah, I was born in 1978, so I saw the rise of Hulk Hogan. I'm talking about when he Superstar Billy Graham, whatever. It was another guy before him who he stole his whole style from. I think the Superstar Billy Graham. Yeah. It was a guy just like Hulk Hogan, but he didn't have a personality. So Hulk Hogan jacked his whole, kind of like R. Kelly took Aaron Hall style. Like it's kind of like he just jacked his whole style and it ran with it. But Hulk Hogan was an icon beyond wrestling when I was
in the
kid.
80s.
Like, he was as big as any athlete. Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Prince, Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
He was big as anybody. Bruce Willis,
Bill
anybody.
Cosby. He was America.
Bill Cosby.
Hulk Hogan was America.
He was as big as anybody. Hulk Hogan was, man. Yeah. And he was. It wasn't no social media around, so all you knew was that his persona there, and in the movies, and maybe like certain shit documentaries. You know how like we got the Hezekiah type shit.
You know, I liked Hollywood Hogan too. Remember Hollywood Hogan with NWO?
Yep.
I like that too. I thought he did a good job. You know, but like I said, you were a Hogan guy. I was a Macho Man guy.
See, Macho Man, Elizabeth, what was that girl with him? Elizabeth?
Lady Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I like him. I liked all of them, you know, for at an extent, but you know, Macho Man was great, but he was an Intercontinental Championship. He was never world champion. He was never even in the running for the world champion. You know what I'm saying? He was like one of those guys that was like just stay with the lower belts and whatnot. They never took him for some reason. They never put him like Vince McMahon never put him in like the limelight. I don't know why, because he had a great personality. But,
the Slim Jim.
And I got so many comments about the dang rain. I mean, just look at what you guys are sending me 44 minutes ago. Am I the only one that sees raindrops all over the dude's car? 55 minutes ago, I see raindrops. If it wasn't raining, why are there raindrops? Dude, it was clearly raining. Come on, Lee, there were raindrops everywhere. It's rain, rain, rain. It's 100% raining. The beautiful Ricky says, Lee, I usually agree with you, but you can see the raindrops. Guys, I tell you, I got hundreds and hundreds of comments. There's literally rain on the car. Everybody's talking about this rain. So who is right, Lackluster or Officer Tatum, the bootlicker? By the end of this video, you will know decisively who is right and who is wrong in this debate. And it's very important for me to tell you that you're not going to know who's right or wrong just because I told you. You are going to know who's right and who's wrong because you critically thought for yourself. So here's what we're going to do. It is your first day in law school. You are sitting in my criminal law class. I am your professor, Professor Lee. Today, we're going to talk about this case and whether the officer was allowed to pull the driver over because he didn't have his headlights on. Again, there are a lot of other issues that we can talk about, but I don't want to make this video too long. So, was the officer allowed to pull the driver over because the officer saw that he didn't have his headlights on? That's the question that I'm asking you. And you, at your first day of law school, you say, well, I don't know. How am I supposed to figure it out? Well, I'll tell you, young student, if you have a question about the legality of something, the first place you go to is the law. You go to the state statute. All right, here is the state statute right here. The Florida Senate, the Florida statutes, when lighted lamps are required. All right, this is going to explain to us when you have to have your headlights on. If the officer saw that the driver did not have his headlights on when required.
Press 1 if you want me to continue this video. Press 2 if you want me to move on to another video about this. Salute to Pamela Henderson, man. Shout out to Pamela Henderson. Salute to Pete, man. He says, brothers wearing bonnets is a new thing. And it ain't even brothers wearing bonnets. It's a couple. Like, I ain't, man. First of all, like, I ain't in the hood, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like in the hood like that, you know what I'm saying? Hanging in the hood and stuff like that. But I see things. I mean, I drive around, travel a lot. I'm in different cities, different places. And when I go those places, I go through the hood and I see I'm not seeing like no bonnet outbreak anywhere, man.
Yeah. But you know what, let's be honest, right? Let's be logical. Whether the stop was about the headlight or not, the cop has the right to stop him.
Terry stop.
Yeah, anyone that watches this channel and knows the rampage that these people cause would support the police slowing them down as best they can anyway.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear that shit about pretextual this or that. Let's be logical.
You know, one thing I can't believe, even me, that we're going through this again. We about to go through the whole BLM shit again. It's crazy. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I find that kind of crazy. Like, because they think about it. Like, they're all hyped up about this. A son man is going to get killed by a police officer.
Yeah.
Because like 200 a year? It's like what, like 400? I think it's like 400 or 500 whites get killed, and about 250 blacks get killed a year by cops. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So another son man is going to get killed. We got 6 months left in the year, 5 months left in the year. And that case, if there's anything, a shred of like wrongdoing by the cop or a shred of, you know, the son man did, you know what I mean, just something they could hold on to, they could use the momentum from this and go right into that. Because this is kind of like a canary in the coal mine. Like, see if there's still a appetite for black thug nigga victimization.
Like a primer?
It is, yeah. Well, this is like, you know, this is like the little
primer,
testing
right?
strip, the testing strip. You know how when they, you know how like they put the little,
or you know when you're gonna paint the walls, you gotta put primer.
Yeah.
You gotta get it ready.
Yeah, definitely. But it's like you know how like you got the testing strip, you might put it in your aquarium to see if the water is good or bad, or put it on the drugs, and if it come up blue it's Coke, if it come back yellow it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of like that, like a testing strip.
They're trying to see where we're at with it.
Yeah, and we listen. It came back positive, man.
Right. But look, man, I always said, and I'm always gonna say, the cops in the country should get a collective award for how many sunmen they don't shoot, considering how active the sunmen are.
Yep, exactly.
A few years ago, I couldn't breathe, but then I started taking this, Comply. Now I breathe just fine. Side effects of Comply may include dizziness, obedience, improved breathing during police encounters, and sudden respect for authority. Do not resist while taking Comply. Ask your officer if Comply is right for you.
AI is crazy, man. That shit looks real, bro.
Yo, AI is great. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I think this is a good message, man. This should be played in every school, man. Every school should play this.
Man, this man on the screen changed the world.
I'm telling you. He's literally like among the top 5 black figures of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
You got Malcolm X, you got King. And most of the other people are only relevant because there's a street named after them everywhere. You got Malcolm X, you got Martin Luther King, you got Barack Obama. He's Emmett Till.
What about Emmett Till? He's notable, right?
I don't know if he's top 5, but he's up there. I think Barack Obama is above him.
Okay, so that's 3.
And somebody like Muhammad Ali or something like that, maybe.
That's gotta be Emmett. I gotta give it to Emmett over Muhammad.
You think Emmett Till is more? Nah.
Hell yeah, dude. Emmett Till, they say was the
on this bullshit. On this bullshit, yes, on this bullshit, but not like in general. Muhammad Ali, you know, he was the, you know, he's like one of the greatest athletes ever.
What about Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan up there too. So I think he might be 6. I think Floyd might be 6. He might be right behind Michael Jordan.
Who do you think's higher, Floyd or Jordan or Ali? It's got to be Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan's higher than Ali because he everybody's wearing the shoe. He's relevant.
Yeah, shoes to this day.
Keep him relevant. and you know what I'm saying. And LeBron keeps him relevant too.
Yeah, I mean, son, man, they're dying still to this day for them shoes. They're getting deleted for them shoes. But whenever I look at Floyd, the craziest story for me personally with Floyd, and I told you this, was the Taliban. How in Afghanistan they had a George Floyd mural, and when the Taliban took it over, they immediately got rid of the George. There was pictures of them painting over it. The Taliban, bro, in Afghanistan. How?
Yep.
A few years ago, I couldn't breathe, but then I started taking this, Comply. Now I breathe just fine. Side effects of Comply may include dizziness, obedience, improved breathing during police encounters, and sudden respect for authority. Do not resist while taking
His shirt said Fenton game was.
Police encounters and sudden respect for authority. Do not resist while taking Comply. Ask your officer if Comply is right for you.
Man, that was good. I wish I knew how to do it all that.
Oh man, let's see.
I'm sure it's not hard. It can't be hard, right?
What can't be hard?
To do that AI shit to get
Oh no, it's not hard. They got things you just punch in the description of what you want.
Right.
Punch it and it does everything for you. You don't have to it's not like graphic design. Yeah. I know people who got graphic designing degrees. I'm like, yo, like what the fuck did I waste my life for, man?
Right.
Like literally, I'm not talking about the ones who got it back in the day, like the ones who got it like 2020 or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I never tried using AI, but I'm sure it's easy.
You literally download the AI app, or maybe you go to the website, you make an account, right? And then they give you a little search bar, and you type in, say for you, I would say Hispanic man, with a cerveza in one hand and a taco in another hand, and a sombrero on his head. Dancing to merengue, right?
Yeah, to mariachi.
Right, and they'll just it'll load, take maybe 5 seconds to load, and they'll generate a bunch of little shorts, and I could choose from 5 which one that I think is the best.
Yeah, you know who I like a lot. Their AI creativity is Tariq Nasheed. The way he depicts Africans is crazy.
Oh yeah. Bro. Yeah, definitely. Tariq is definitely a goddamn YouTube fucking legend and shit, man. Let's see.
Have you ever been face to face with a police officer and wondered, is he about to kick my ass? Well, wonder no more. If you follow these easy tips, you'll be fine. First, obey the law. Laws were made for a reason. Think of them as hints. You've heard people say, man, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. Well, here's some of that shit. Carjacking, armed robbery, arson, selling drugs, buying drugs, stabbing, shooting. You probably won't get your ass kicked if you just use common sense. If you jump a subway turnstile, you might just get off with a warning from the police. But if you jump a turnstile carrying a loaded gun and smoking a joint, then maybe you need your ass kicked. We all know what happened to Rodney King. But Rodney wouldn't have gotten his ass kicked if he had just followed this simple tip. When you see flashing police lights in your mirror, stop immediately. Everybody knows, if the police have to come and get you, they're bringing an ass kicking with them. Here's a no-brainer. If you're listening to loud rap music, turn that shit off. Blasting "fuck the police" while you're getting pulled over by the police is just ignorant. When an officer approaches your car, be polite.
Is there a problem, officer?
And stay in your car with your hands on the wheel.
What the fuck you want, motherfucker?
unless you want your ass kicked. Want to give a friend a ride? Not so fast. Your friend might be crazy. Now, before you let your friend in your car, ask them these questions. Do you have a gun? Do you have drugs? Do you have any warrants? And in case you do get pulled over by the cops,
license and registration, please.
Remind your friend to do this one thing. Shut the fuck up.
Man, don't give him shit. What the fuck you want?
If you have to give a friend a ride, get a white friend. A white friend can be the difference between a ticket and a bullet in the ass. Here's a tip you should never forget. If your woman is mad at you, leave her at home. Because a mad woman will say anything.
He got weed! He got weed!
If your woman is mad at you, there's nothing she'd like to see more than you getting your ass kicked.
That's right! Kick his motherfucking ass! When you come inside the boy, take his weed! He got weed! He got weed!
Now let's review. Obey the law. Use common sense. Stop immediately. Turn that shit off. Be polite. Shut the fuck up. Get a white friend. And last but not least, don't ride with a mad woman. If you follow these simple pointers, you probably won't get your ass kicked by the police.
Wow. Woo. I saw this earlier, man. This is hysterical, man. So the game is they're asked questions, and the first one to answer it, the other one has to jump over this pole, and then they keep raising the pole. Press 1 if you got it. So they're being asked a question, a trivia question, and whoever answers is it right, the other one has to jump over the pole. And then they keep raising it for each question. Let's see. All right, man. Let's see, man. Salute to everybody joining us, man, for this daytime stream, man. It's the
What fungus do bakers use in bread? Yeast.
White boy said, I'm about to put this nigga to work.
What fungus do bakers use in bread? Yeast. Okay. Beethoven played what instrument?
Piano.
What color is the circle on Japan's flag?
Red.
What language has these letters? Alpha, Omega, Delta.
Greek.
Oh my God. Yeah. What is the major religion in South America?
Christianity.
Are you serious?
That's easy. That was easy.
What term means force per unit area? It's kind of hard.
Pounds per square inch?
Yeah, but that means what? That represents... I don't know.
Pressure?
Yeah, pressure. 60% of people live in what continent?
Asia.
How are you just thinking this off the top of your head? Bro, what is another name for the collarbone?
Clavicle.
Oh. What do you call the answer to an addition problem?
Sums.
Oh. Who founded Ford Motors?
Henry Ford. I'm in sudden death. If I lose one, I'm so cooked.
Oh my God. Oh. Louis Armstrong.
They're both getting to display you know, their natural skill, man. That's the beauty of this game. They both get to display their natural genius, their prowess, their genetic prowess. They both get to display their genetic prowess. Press 1. Yeah, the inherent strengths, man. They both get to display their inherent strengths, man. That's a great game, man. Because listen, I got all of them right. I got all them questions right, man. I'm hell on trivia, man. I'm hell on trivia. Unless you want to get like specific, like trivia about, 13th century Bavaria under the rule of such and such, and like, I mean, yeah. But if you just general history and trivia, oh man, I'm hell on that shit. This was easy. These questions was easy, but I know that most Sunmen wouldn't be able to answer these questions. When I first saw this video, I knew for a fact. I said, damn, this shit is easy as fuck. I answered every last one of them. But I know Sunmen don't know this. Even smart Sunmen, even like HBCU valedictorian Sunman, he don't know. He know half of these, but he probably wouldn't know all of them. He wouldn't know, like, yeah, probably half of them he could get right. But just regular run-of-the-mill, goddamn warehouse employee, son, man, that motherfucker ain't on none of these shits.
Was a master in what instrument?
Trumpet.
Here's the thing, though. So the fact that Sun Man jumped over so much, they had to. He lost every trivia question, which is just insane, right? But he was able to jump over the pole regardless every single time. He was perfect in getting and losing every trivia question and not knowing the answer. He was perfect in that, but he was also perfect in jumping over the limbo. What do they call it? What's that game? But when you got to go under it, but this time you're going over it. And this is just a random son, man. This is not an Olympic athlete. This is just a random son, man. And he's jumping off of sand. Think about this, man. He's jumping off of sand, one of the hardest surfaces to jump off of. This son, man, is jumping on sand, and he's doing this. So this was a great game, man. Both guys got to show their inherent strengths. You know? This is just a regular son, man. This ain't no athlete. This dude don't play in the NBA. He ain't no Olympian. This just a regular son, man, on the beach. Hey, you, white guy. Hey, say, brother, can y'all come over here? We're going to play this game. And this is why society is the way it is. This is a perfect encapsulation of society, too. Like, think about it. Like, this is society. If you really want to keep it a buck, this is society. This is society. If you really want to keep it a buck, this is society. He said he can outrun a coyote. God damn. Nah, that's a regular son, man. You ain't never played pickup. Have you ever played pickup ball? Have you ever gone to like a local rec center and played pickup ball? And none of the niggas is in college. None of the niggas even, a lot of the niggas never finished high school. They never, like, they not in college. They just regular sunmen. And niggas is dunking and throwing alley hoops and shit. You ain't never, you never, you never did that. This is, I promise you, this ain't no, this ain't staged. I promise you, this just a regular sunman. Now, am I saying every sunman could do that? No, but I mean, you could find, listen, you could find on a beach or on a, like, you know, a park, you could throw a rock and hit a sunman that could do this shit. Especially if he's young like this too. Now, I'm not talking about no 45-year-old man, but some kid that's, you know, between like, you know, 15 and 28 or 30 even. Yeah. And I'm not talking about somebody that's 500 pounds either. Like, I'm just being a sun man with that type of build, 15 to 30, you know, doesn't smoke, or, you know, he's just not a, like, no, he's not like just like a fucking complete, you know, like fucking, he just in decent shape. They could do that. And same thing with the white guy. Like, the average white kid, listen, the curriculum at black schools, man, listen, man, dog, the curriculum at your average black school, like the 12th grade curriculum at your average black school is like the 6th grade curriculum at a white school. Press 1. If you're a teacher, we got any teachers in the building? Any teachers or any tutors or any, you know, school administrators, anybody in the building? The curriculum at an average, like those schools in Baltimore where nobody can do math and nobody can read, the curriculum at those schools are like basically like 6th grade, and still nobody can read. And still nobody can do math. They're not doing pre-calculus in no Baltimore public school. They're not reading T.S. Eliot in no fucking Baltimore public school. Press 1. It's like a 6th grade curriculum and still can't nobody read or do math. Yeah, man. They not reading Shakespeare, man, in Baltimore public schools. They're not reading Shakespeare, man. They ain't reading the Iliad. Homer's Odyssey. They ain't doing none of that in no fucking Baltimore public school. Oh, y'all thought that you thought that both schools was the same. Oh no. No. I went to both, man. I went to both. And I went to an Afrocentric black school. The curriculum at my Afrocentric black school I went to was way higher than the public school, the black public school I went to. But the curriculum at the Quaker school I went to, dog, it was like college, like Harvard compared to the school, the black public school I came from. It was like going to Harvard and shit. It was like going from fucking public school to Harvard. Yeah, man. That's why sons can't follow directions. Niggas can't follow directions. Cause the niggas don't got a high enough IQ to follow directions, man. Niggas can't follow directions, my nigga. You hear me? Niggas can't follow directions. They can't follow directions, bro. That shit crazy. That shit bananas, man. That shit is bananas, bro. Nigga can't follow directions. Salute to Boy Kachina, man. He says, I heard they were teaching homos Odyssey in all public schools now. Hey, shit. No the fuck they not. No the fuck they not. You gotta get to Homer's Odyssey, dog. Do you understand? Like, you gotta the way the white man society is, you have to like reach one benchmark before you go to the next level. You can't just so like if you can't read Things Fall Apart or The Catcher's Rye, you can't think about reading the Iliad or Homer's Odyssey. Press 1. So like you gotta and get into like yo. I guess y'all don't even know how much disruption is in the classroom too. Like how hard it is for the teacher to just like for instance, you know how who's heard about smaller classrooms, right? We need smaller classrooms in the inner city schools, in the public schools. We need smaller classrooms. You know why they need smaller? You know what smaller classrooms means? Less niggas. Because niggas disrupt the teacher and they disrupt other students from learning. So they just say smaller classrooms, when really what they're saying is less niggas. Okay? Really what they're saying is less niggas.
Ready to go to a large university. You get that first 2 years where you're taking classes with smaller class sizes. You know, we tell students all the time, for example, in engineering, you know, you take a lot of hard class.
Something for me that was a big deciding factor in coming here was the size of the law school. My class is about 180 people, and I personally went to a small liberal arts school, and then I worked at a firm that our office in Chicago was about 5.
Learning is personal. So the smaller we can get our class size, the more personal we can make the learning.
Small class size is a wonderful moment for us to really pay attention to each learner and go deeper with the learning. In small classes,
You set up the classroom ready to go, and then as they start going, you move in and you say, oh, this one needs vocabulary help, this one needs content help. And so in small classrooms, you knock off the problems right away.
A child needs to be challenged. They need to get practice so that they can build confidence. When that child is in a small class setting, they are able to respond to more, be engaged more, be invested more, and be held more accountable as a result. And sometimes, because of convenience, in other schools elsewhere, they might put 22, 25, 30 students in a class. That's not personal at all.
Yeah, man, it's tough dealing with niggas, man, in school, man. Like, it's tough dealing with niggas in school, man. Listen, man, niggas got a lot of problems more than Hulk Hogan, man, and this nigga William McNeil. They got way more problems than Hulk Hogan and William McNeil.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope all is good wherever you are. In this video, we're going to watch a small clip from one of Sam Richards' longer live streams where they discuss race and modern day slavery. Let's get into it.
So I have a colleague who I've known for quite a number of years, who is one of the original kind of leaders in exposing modern day slavery to the world and talking about it. Slavery's never gone away. We've always had slavery. We'll always, it's here today. He's been in this classroom a number of times. He's one of the foremost researchers and people studying slavery in the world. And one thing that he said that has always stuck with me is that the way cocoa is produced in the world, is picked, it's sent to the market, is it all gets mixed together. And the Ivory Coast is responsible for about, I think 40% of the world's chocolate. What happens is it all gets sent mixed in together. And he said it's almost a guarantee that when you buy chocolate that is not free trade chocolate and slave-free chocolate, it's almost a guarantee that it has traces of slave-produced chocolate in it. So it has chocolate that was picked by young men and such as these. Okay, just almost a guarantee, right? So that means that the chocolate that I have here has slave-produced chocolate in it. Okay, so people have died producing this chocolate, okay?
So I want you to see how, and I haven't seen this clip, but just judging from what he's saying, it seems like he's trying to explain to these black students that every piece of chocolate they eat, or any type of chocolate they eat, because of the way the chocolate trade is done out of West Africa, where they use slave labor to make the chocolate, black slaves to make the chocolate, that if you eat a piece of chocolate anywhere, or buy a piece of chocolate, you're supporting slavery, because it's guaranteed, because of where the chocolate comes from, is 100% chance it was picked by a slave. The cocoa plants were picked and processed by slave labor in West Africa. And if these people if these people are talking, I guarantee you these students, they talk about slavery all the time, about slavery in the 1860s in America all the time. They should be upset. They should be like, oh, wow, that's crazy. What can we do to stop this slave trade, right? Wouldn't you think that a black person in America would be like, yo, there's slavery going on in another place in the world right now, and I'm eating the chocolate that comes from that slavery? Oh, man, we got to do something about it, man. Man, we got to get together, y'all. Hey, y'all, man, let's get together. We on college campus, man. Let's protest. You know, let's put down the Gaza flags and the Ukraine flags and let's protest against slavery that's happening right now to black people in West Africa. Who thinks that these black kids are going to do that? Press 1 if you think these black kids are going to do that. Salute the bad dude corn pop. Bad dude corn pop in the building. Press 1 if you think these black students going to do that. After just hearing that slavery is going on right this second and it's producing one of their favorite things, and
for sure. But now we have to have another piece because we had the first piece and you enjoyed it, right? It was good? You still have it or did you eat it? You still have it? Oh, well, now you got to finish it. Well, I think you have to. Seems to me that you have to. I mean, you don't have to if you think that you're never going to eat chocolate again that's slave-free, then you're probably fine. But otherwise, how much do you know about this?
I knew that the slavery like this existed. I just found out about this specific situation right now.
Uh-huh. How about Marisol?
I knew about free trade chocolate and like why that's a thing and why people try to buy that over just regular chocolate, but I know that's also really hard to find. Because of
Mia,
slavery.
go ahead.
Yeah, because of the slavery.
Uh-huh. Mia, how about you? How much do you know or what do you know? And
I've only heard about slaves in like the mass production of cheaper clothing. I've never heard about it making chocolate. I've only heard of the production of chocolate at the Hershey factory.
Uh-huh.
This is new.
What do you think has kept you from learning about it?
It's probably mostly ignorance. I don't think about it when I reach for a chocolate bar, like how was this made or where did it originate?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So ignorance. And Eric, how about you?
I would definitely say ignorance plays a big part of it, not from the willingness not to know, but I pay attention to what happens in the media all the time. I watch the news, especially when back home, like every single day. And I kind of like, a lot of people only talk about what they know. And when you don't see something, you don't feel the reason to go and look something up. And that's how a lot of people don't realize situations like this happen every single day.
Uh-huh. Marisol, how about you? Same thing, or do you have something more to add?
Yeah, I want to say it's ignorance, but funny story. I actually learned about this chocolate slavery in a CAS class here at Penn State. One of the speeches you have to kind of write about a pressing issue, and the girl actually did write about this, and she also gave a list of all like free trade chocolate to kind of so.
And did that stop you from eating chocolate?
Not really, but I'm not a big chocolate eater. But
you eat
I
it.
definitely forget about it when I'm like in a store and I'm eating chocolate. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So what keeps you from learning more?
I just think that a lot of people, especially me at times, live with this idea that like they'll see it in the news, they'll see it in the media, that if I can't help now, it's kind of like, oh, well, like I can't do anything, I'm just here.
That's literally not what sons do. If some random nigga gets punched by a cop in some town you never heard of, your ass is going to be on campus protesting about it. Press 1. If some white person somewhere uses the N-word, you're going to be outraged and you're going to be protesting about it.
And I feel as though that holds a lot of people back from making change.
Uh-huh. What do you say to white people who don't really pay attention to race issues and some of the stuff that people of African ancestry go through in the United States and other places? And what do you hear black people saying? Just maybe not you, but what do you hear black people saying to them?
For one, that they're ignorant.
Uh-huh.
That because
ignorant, black people use the word ignorant. They overuse it and they use it in the wrong context religiously. Press 1. It's like the only fucking word they know. Ignorance, 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 ignorance.
this isn't part of their experience, they're not forced to kind of leave their own world and try and fix things, even though they have to realize that they're superiors, so they actually have the power.
What else?
I
You
hear
hear what this woman just said? Did you hear what this woman just said?
Maybe not you, but what do you hear black people saying to them?
For one, that they're ignorant. That because this isn't part of their experience, they're not forced to kind of leave their own world and try and fix things, even though they have to realize that they're superiors, so they actually have the power.
She literally just said white people are superior.
What else?
I hear a lot of must be nices and like that's the power of privilege that you can forget. I hear a lot of race issues are American issues. You should care.
You see the hypocrisy here when she says that white people are superior and they have the power to do something. That is victim mentality BS, because there are no laws in America that favor white people. Actually, the opposite is true. If you look at stuff like affirmative action, they clearly disfavor white people. And the one girl, she says, yeah, race issues are American issues and we should all care about it. Yet she fails to care about, in this case, the chocolate that they're talking about. I really feel that if you would have used a cell phone battery, like cobalt would have been a better example, it would have hit them more.
No, it wouldn't have. That's his whiteness kicking in. It wouldn't have mattered what they would have said. If they would have said, yo, it's a slave plantation across the street from your house, nigga wouldn't care. Niggas don't care about niggas only care about slavery if white people are doing it. If it was a black plantation with black people holding other black people slaves across the street from this auditorium, these niggas wouldn't care. If there was a white man who had one slave in Alaska, these niggas would be protesting about it. Salute to Boy Kachina. Says, you went deep. Meant gayification book teacher program. Not Greek classics, but maybe 1984 Fahrenheit 451, Brave New World, Peace Out, and all. Yeah, salute. Yeah, those are good books, but you know, they in maybe 1984. I don't even think Son's gonna get to 1984 because 1984 is pretty deep, man. It's deep for a son, man. That's pretty deep for a son. Fahrenheit 451, all those books you talking about are over sunset, man. Like and they wouldn't be interested in them unless they was like in jail. If some man got locked up, he'd probably read that book. All the books you just said, some man would have to be locked up to read those. It just is what it is. He had to be locked up. In the hole. Nigga had to be in the hole. Read that shit. Just is what it is, man.
I get why he used the chocolate, but anyway, let's get back to the video.
Yeah, race issues are American issues. We should all care. Bro, how about you? What if some people, you're from Philly?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what? Come on, be real. Like, come on, like, let it rip for a second. What do you hear some people saying?
Well, I do hear a lot of people say that this doesn't affect me, but I feel as though no matter what race you are, no matter if it's racism and sexism, because we live in such an integrated nation, it affects everybody, no matter if you're going through it or not. Because if it's not you going through it, what is it that you're not doing that could change, or what is it that you are doing that could change the outlook that other people in the press groups, non-privileged groups have in America, and most importantly, throughout the entire world?
Look, basically what I've done is I've taken the shoes off of white people who are saying, I'm really kind of, I don't know, it's just not my life, I'm busy. I've taken those off and I put them on you all right here, right? And it's what Fernando said earlier. It's like empathy, right? Like this class was about trying to put yourself in the shoe. I was trying to get you go into the shoes of another person to say like, wow, what would it be like if I was them, right? If this stuff happened to white people, how would me as a white person react? Probably very similar to the way black and brown people have reacted. You all now suddenly have the opportunity to say, wow, this is kind of how it is for white people. We live in this world and we're like, yeah, I know, but I'm just living my life. I'm trying to be a good person. Are you all good people? Right? You do nice things for people. You're all good people, right? Of course. So you're good people. There's nothing wrong with you. You're trying to do the right thing and like, whoa. And so the question for this class is, who's responsible? How much responsibility do we have? What happens in the world of races? Black and brown people are always not always, but often bringing to our attention the inequities. Like women are right now, picking up and having these conversations and forcing all of us to have to think about these issues. So they bring it to the table. But in bringing it to the table, we can create a story, we do create a story as though like, well, and just with race, black and brown people don't ever address these issues and they don't think about this and like they're just blaming white people. And what I see is that that's not the case. And so it's just like, oh yeah, I can just close my ears then, just screw you. You're just trying to blame me for these problems.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is because you can blame white people all you want and you can play the race game all you want, but people have their own problems to deal with in today's day and age. The minimum wage is in the US, what, $7.25 now? The average rent's about $1,300 a month. The average grocery bill is about $600.
All right, well, that was not surprising. That the blacks didn't give a flying fuck about slavery that was actually happening there. I was not surprised at all. They ain't give a flying fuck about that. Everyone hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. Smash the like button. Smash the PayPal. Smash the Super Chat.
Don't be hard. How you doing? Good. This is more shit. Who's organizing? I don't know. I'm not in this. I ain't in it.
I say what? Anybody coming in? Nobody should be coming in here. We're leaving. Where's your car? Back off.
Maxine Waters said, "Get me away from them niggas, man. Get me away from them damn niggas."
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Teresa? Look, I'm several thousand in front of another. We were able to talk to people and ask them to be patient and stand in line. We're going to try to get.
Goddamn Maxine Waters, man. You know, I had to come back to that, man. Let's see what else is going on, man. This little fucking
And we want to warn our viewers right now that the video you are about to see is disturbing. Newly released video of a man being arrested during a traffic stop in Jacksonville, Florida in February has prompted an investigation into the use of force used by police during the stop. Now, in the video, you can see William McNeil Jr. being hit in the face and dragged to the ground by officers. In the arrest report, one of the officers said McNeil was pulled over for not having his headlights on in rainy weather. Now, this morning, McNeil Jr. spoke out.
That day, I just really wanted to know, why I was getting pulled over and why I needed to step out the car when I knew I didn't do nothing wrong. I was really just scared. And yeah, that's it.
Did it look like that nigga was scared? If some niggas had rolled up and was like, get out the car, you think that nigga would have gave them all that lip? If some armed niggas would have said, man, get your bitch ass out the car, nigga. Brace yourself, nigga. You think that nigga would have gave them all that lip? Man, go get your big homie, man. I ain't getting out the car. Go get your big homie. That nigga wasn't scared at all. That nigga was not scared one iota.
Yeah, that's it.
I want to bring in CBS News correspondent Elaine Keano, who was following this press conference from Jacksonville earlier. Elaine, thank you so much for joining us on 24/7 today. Break down the claims from William McNeil Jr. and his attorney about the stop and what police are saying.
Well, you heard Mugo, William McNeil Jr. saying there that he was scared during that stop back.
Bitch, you know that nigga wasn't scared. That's why you live far as you can away from these niggas.
In February, he said that he wanted to know why he was being pulled over. And you can hear him actually on video asking that very question. And that's why he wanted to wait for a supervisor before getting out of the...
Bitch, they told him. Bitch, you implying that they didn't tell him. Listen here how she implies that they didn't tell him. Listen to the implication that this fucking bitch is making.
Back in February, he said that he wanted to know why he was being pulled over. And you can hear him actually on video asking that very question. And that's why he wanted to wait for a supervisor before getting out of the vehicle. Well, he and his attorneys argue that immediately and unnecessarily, the law enforcement officers on the scene escalated the...
He said immediately and unnecessarily they escalated. But the only thing that's saving her is he says. She keeps saying he says, he says, he says. He says.
Situation very quickly, as you see in that video, when one of them punched through the glass on the driver's side window there and shattered it, and then punched McNeil himself in the face. Now, the attorneys say that he suffered a concussion, a chipped tooth, needed 9 stitches after that altercation. But the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says that the footage itself does not tell the whole story. McNeil was asked 7 times to exit the vehicle, but he did not. The sheriff, T.K. Waters, says that the reality is that all force, all violence is ugly, and just because force is ugly does not mean it is unlawful or contrary to policy. Mugo?
Still very, very hard just watching that video there, Elaine, as you were speaking. What comes next in this case?
So it's important to note that William McNeil Jr. later pled guilty to resisting arrest without violence and driving on a suspended driver's license. However, his attorneys made it a point today to say that at the time of that plea, they believe William McNeil Jr. was concussed. And so they want to highlight that as something that should be noted moving forward here. that because they suggest he was suffering from that concussion, that is something that needed to be taken into account as that plea was being entered. Now, the officer involved in this is on administrative leave pending an internal investigation. The state's attorney, however, has already said no criminal charges will be filed. Benjamin Crump, the attorney for William McNeil Jr., says as a civil rights attorney, he plans to seek out any and all legal recourse that is available to get justice for William McNeil Jr. and his family.
Okay. Elaine Keano, thank you so much for your.
Prosecutors in Jacksonville, Florida have decided not to file charges against the cops who repeatedly punched a black man during an arrest. Nobody is shocked by that. In February, in a traffic stop, William McNeil Jr. refused to exit his vehicle after requesting a supervisor multiple times. In response, the officers broke McNeil's window and struck him several times in the head. Following the announcement that no charges would be pursued, McNeil and his family held a news conference with their attorneys, Harry Daniels, as well as Ben Crump.
He's my firstborn. He's also my only son. I have 4 children.
Who gives a fuck? He got punched, man, for talking shit. They acting like the nigga died or some shit, man. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. Man, I do not give a fuck, man. I don't give a flying fuck, man. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't give a flying fuck, man. I'm talking about not at all. Fuck that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga, man.
He is the only boy. I have 3 girls. The day I seen that video, I couldn't finish it past the window breaking.
This the softest black fan. Where they from? I thought they was from Jacksonville, man. I thought they was from Jacksonville, man. These niggas, they from the suburbs, man. These niggas ain't from no Jacksonville.
It wasn't until maybe a few months ago I finally finished the whole video. But I'm thankful to God for protecting him because I know what the outcome could have been.
What could the outcome have been? He was going to reach one of the cops' gun? What, he was going to fight and not submit to the handcuffs? I mean, what could the outcome have been? They overpowered him, took him to the ground, and forced the cuffs on him. Unless he should have fought harder. What she's basically saying is he could have fought harder. That's literally what his mother's saying. He could have fought harder to not submit to the cuffs. And the outcome could have been worse. That's literally what she's saying.
But I believe in faith in God. It's what protected my only son. And I thank God.
I'm Alton Solomon, the father, stepfather, but I can't call him my stepson because this is my son.
Yes, sir.
I've been through what he's been through. To see that video made me go back to the moment when I was 22. It hurted. 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 It made me upset. Mm-hmm. But I seen what my son did that I had to do. And he sat right. And he did right. To see that.
These some soft ass niggas, man. Where they from? They ain't from no Jacksonville. That tape wasn't bad at all. That tape was ain't nothing happened in that tape. That tape was some bullshit. Niggas, it's a tape of a nigga doing worse than that, a regular nigga doing worse than that to somebody every day on this same app.
It's a hurting feeling to be a father that loved God first. Mm-hmm. And to see all my kids not being able to wake up in the morning and get a phone call saying your child is gone.
Your child is not gone, man. Your child, he right there behind. Hey, turn around. Hey, Herta did. Mr. Herta did. Turn around. He right there, standing right behind you, man. All the cops did was Herta did him a little bit. They just Herta did him a little bit. Yeah, matching shirts. Blood symbolizes the blood that the cops spilled. The red symbolizes the blood that the cops spilled.
That's a hurting feeling.
When they Herta did William.
But I thank God. Yes. Because God got him. Yeah. Y'all keep this in prayer. First of all, I want to thank God for bringing everybody here together. And thank y'all for supporting.
He's thanking God for bringing all these people together. They playing heavy into the God thing, man. They doing the God thing. I wonder how much they talked about God before this happened.
That day, I just really wanted to know, why I was getting pulled over and why I needed to step out the car when I knew I didn't do nothing wrong.
So that's what they going with. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing wrong. I know I didn't do. Well, I got to step in the car. I know I didn't do nothing wrong. Jesus Christ.
I was really just scared. And that's it.
Folks, on a couple days ago, the sheriff announced.
Salute to Roger Wood. He says, late to the show, but taking an afternoon's pledge. Thank you for taking the pledge, Roger Wood, man. Salute to you, man.
For TK Waters released body camera footage. He said that McNeil's cell phone video of the arrest did not provide the complete picture. Despite this, the officer who initiated the stop has been stripped of his law enforcement authority. I mean, let's just be real clear, Scott. It's no shock this sheriff, who's been described as a MAGA sheriff, was not going to do anything. He was defending his officers. But anybody who watches the video knows full well they're stopping him saying, "Oh, you didn't have your lights on during inclement weather." When the cops pulled up, they had
and he didn't have his seatbelt on, and it was another reason that we never got to because it escalated. Why they acting like he wasn't also pulled over for not having the seatbelt on? So not having your seatbelt, so they trying to stick to that one point.
Headlights on. Okay, it was daytime. There were raindrops on the window on the window shield. But if you actually look at the video, his video or the body cam footage, it's not raining at all. So we know so Harry Daniels said the pretext was to stop him, and they got pissed off because multiple times he requested requested a supervisor, and then when they said get out of the car, he closed the door and he kept saying, "Please, can I see a supervisor?" And
after you step out of the car, you've been given a lawful command.
I'm saying, if you're a black, all these people talk about, well, just comply. We have done way too many of these stories, Scott, where a black man.
No, you haven't. You haven't done any of these stories where black. Every story we see on police activity and all these, the niggas acting like a jackass. Just like this nigga's acting like a jackass. Press 1. This nigga acted like a jackass.
Complies on a routine traffic stop, and the family is then having a funeral.
Yeah, and this kid survived. So let me tell you, whenever we do these videos, I like to take your listeners and viewers into the video, because what you don't see here, and this gets back to police training, this is a problem with police training. There is not one cop there who is trying to de-escalate the situation. What's the rush?
What's the rush? They got to service the community. They got to clear the road. What's the rush? Oh, you just wait here all day while for this nigga to decide to open the door? Why didn't they fucking set up a tent and make a campfire and just wait for him to fucking get out the car?
He's in the car. He's not going anywhere. He wants to see us.
What you mean he's not going anywhere? He's in a car. He's in a car. What do you mean he's not going anywhere? He's in a car. They don't know who the fuck this guy is. One thing they do know is that usually when niggas don't want to get out, give you their license and get out, they got something in the car, illegal. They hiding something.
Supervisor. In most jurisdictions, once you ask for a supervisor, all police conduct stops.
Ain't no fucking. So basically, what this guy's saying is, if you whipping your wife's ass and the cops come and grab you up off your wife and you say, "I want a supervisor," all police conduct stops. Listen to what this nigga just said.
Beware, he wants to see a supervisor. In most jurisdictions, once you ask for a supervisor, all police conduct stops unless he wants to see a supervisor. In most jurisdictions, once you ask for a supervisor, all police conduct stops unless
a nigga robbing a bank. A nigga robbing a bank. Police walk in. The bank robber say, "Hey, I want a supervisor." Yo, these niggas are absolutely ungovernable. Press 1. They're ungovernable. A nigga molesting a kid, a motherfucker literally having sex with a baby. Cop walk in. Nigga having sex with a baby. Cop walk in. Can I see a supervisor? Can you call a supervisor to the scene? Yo, these niggas are crazy, yo. These niggas are absolutely crazy. I mean, they're absolutely, positively crazy. It's a mass shooting at the mall. Motherfucker just mowing down people at the mall. Cops come in. The gunmen say, "Hey, man, I want to see a supervisor." Yo, these niggas, yo, you can't govern these people. These people cannot be governed.
Wants to see a supervisor. In most jurisdictions, once you ask for a supervisor, all police conduct stops unless wants to see a supervisor. In most jurisdictions, once you ask for a supervisor, all police conduct stops unless wants to see a supervisor.
Yo, these niggas are absolutely crazy.
In most jurisdictions, once you ask for a supervisor, all police conduct stops unless he is a threat to himself or a threat to the officer or to the community.
He's a threat because they haven't he's behind the wheel of a car and the cops are trying to pull him over. He's a threat to the community if he pulls off and creates a car chase. If he pulls off, they're going to chase him. If he stays there, they don't know what he has in the car. If he has a gun, if he's going to start shooting, they don't know anything. Shooting through the window, they don't know. He's a threat. He's a threat because he's been pulled over and he's belligerently argued with them and disputed the right for them to pull him over and literally ignored all their commands. He's a threat to himself and other people and the cops.
So you wait there until the supervisor comes. Now, technically, he's got to obey a police order. But the fact that he disobeys a police order in most jurisdictions is a violation or a misdemeanor. And again, what is the rush? Why break the window?
So they said basically disregarding the police command is only a misdemeanor. So we're not holding court on the street. It could be a felony. It could be a misdemeanor. This is not court. This is the street.
A police order in most jurisdictions. So you wait there until the supervisor comes. Now, technically, he's got to obey a police order. But the fact that he disobeys a police order in most jurisdictions is a violation or a misdemeanor. And again, what is the rush? Why break the window and grab him out and dig him out? Because they've been trained that once you disobey a police order or directive, then all bets are off. You can use force, sometimes deadly force inappropriately, in order to get compliance to a police order that may be innocuous, may not mean anything. If his light was out, you give him a ticket and you keep going. But that's not what they did. No de-escalation. And so the training in police departments across this country have got to have a de-escalation factor in there where you may not like him disagreeing with you or not agreeing with your order, but he's exercising.
Look, old LL Cool J, 80-year-old LL Cool J. You playing games, man. This ain't got nothing to do with his lights being out. He's been stopped. He was given lawful commands. And y'all trying to harp on the lights. Fuck the lights. We passed that. He was stopped. He's given lawful commands. Then we found weed and no license in the car. Which basically told us why he didn't want to stop and he didn't want to deal with the cops because he had weed in the car, he didn't have a license.
In his constitutional right, he's not threatening you. He doesn't have a gun. What's the rush? And so often these police departments are in.
They don't know if he didn't have a gun, you jackass. You fucking asshole. How the fuck do they know he didn't have a gun? He didn't get out the car. How the fuck do they know? How the fuck do they know he didn't have a gun?
In a rush to not only enforce the law, but to have the opportunity to use force in making an arrest. It's just really highly inappropriate. Until that training changes, Roland, we're going to keep looking at videos like this in the future.
Well, it's videos like this all over the place. They have a whole genre of body cam videos. There's an entire genre of body cam videos on YouTube and on other platforms. And they all show niggas acting like jackasses, just like this guy. What do you mean? We're going to keep seeing videos like this. Pick one.
And they also, Rebecca, get pissed off and angry that you dare question them. You dare question their authority. And so, and again, if you watch, we played the video. He doesn't escalate the situation. And what's crazy is when you listen to it, the first cop talking reasonable until he says, "Can I see a supervisor?" When the second cop comes along, he goes, "You know what? Talking reasonable." Until he asks for a supervisor. And then he goes, "Okay, bust it." And it's like, to Scott's point, what the hell are you rushing for? Why does it have to escalate to where you bust the window, you're dragging them out, you slam them down? That's one of the things we say, okay, you want a supervisor? We're going to call a supervisor. Because you're trying to de-escalate, Rebecca. But these cops don't want to do that.
Yo, man, these niggas hurting. These niggas are so annoying, man. Like, I mean, niggas are annoying, boy. Woo. Niggas are the most annoying people on the planet. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's nothing more annoying than a nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you. If there's something more annoying than a nigga, man, I ain't met it yet. Get in the comment section, man. Everybody, man, I'll be back tonight, man. Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Subscribe.